Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back with another Walking Dead Season 1 review. This one is going to be for The Walking Dead Season 1, Episode 3, which is called Tell It to the Frogs. So, this episode, honestly, was just absolutely amazing to see again. I really thought that this episode from Season 1, every episode of Season 1 I thought is just amazing, but okay, so real quick though, I just want to mention for any McFarlane Toys action figure collectors, the Walking Dead bloody version, it's the Merciless or edition or something like that of Negan. Of course, this is the 10-inch Negan. This is, he's out of the box obviously. But the bloody version of the 10-inch Negan is out. So I found it at the GameStop today and really just absolutely just was so happy to see it. It's right there on my shelf. So if you guys want to see a review, I will go ahead and do a review. That's why this top shelf is a little bit just changed and arranged and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so this episode of Season 1, watching it over again, man, just wow, This episode, I would definitely say, just when you go back and see this episode and you look at where we're at today, it's just so crazy, really. So, of course, Season 1 I thought was, really great, but this episode right here finishes almost Rick's first mission, which is to find his wife and son. So that is awesome right off the bat. So basically we got the intro where Merle is on top of the roof and he's kind of losing it type of thing. He's mentioning, I don't even know what the heck he's talking about. He's laughing at something. He's just pretty much losing it up there. So, then, of course, you've got these scenes where Rick is talking with Morales in the car, and he's like, nobody's not going to be happy that Merle didn't come back, except maybe Daryl, And Rick's like, Daryl? So, again, really weird to see Rick question Daryl. So, and, they don't really like each other in Season 1 either, which, is definitely weird to watch. Pretty much we get Rick who comes back, and then everybody reunites, and then Rick's like, okay, who are these people? I really don't care at this point. And then of course we get the sequence with Rick who sees Lori and Carl again, and that was just awesome. I think that is probably the best scene of this episode, when Rick finds Lori and Carl again. I just think that was probably the best moment of probably one of the best moments of Season 1. And depending on how you feel about, reuniting and all that kind of stuff, it could even be one of your favorite moments of the whole show, because, after, Rick being in the coma, Shane told Lori that, he was dead, which really, you could see Shane's point of view. I mean, really, he thought that Rick was dead, for sure. So, I really just absolutely loved the reuniting with Lori, Rick, and Carl. So you got that, of course. Then you got the scene where they're at the campfire. They're kind of trying to figure out what are they going to tell Daryl once he comes back from this hunt or whatever. Like when Dale's just like, we're going to have our hands full when he comes back from this run. It's just it's not going to be good. Pretty much is what he's saying. So. He's like, that's what we tell Daryl, that type of deal. So, that's basically what we get there. So, sorry about the sun, guys. I honestly look like a ghost right here. So, anyway, so then we get, of course, these sequences where, now, I really did like this, where, they're kind of, they're in the tent, and it's just kind of that, okay, Rick found his wife and son. Okay, what's going to happen after? So, we get a quick scene between them. He puts one of the photos in the photo albums. He's like, I knew you were alive, type of thing. And then you go to the next day. So, then, of course, during this episode, Ed is just absolutely being terrible to Carol. He's like, all right, Shane walks up to Ed at night there and all, that scene at the campfire. So, Shane is just really not appreciating, or really, I can say, really Ed is not appreciating what he has, so not even close, he's just some idiot, really. So, it's really that simple. So, just what he's doing to Carol and all that, oh my god, seriously, just, oh man, but anyway, just terrible, just terrible. So anyway, of course, then Rick wakes up, and then the first thing that happens, they hear a walker, and apparently this is the highest it's been. It's never, walkers have never come that close to camp, apparently, according to Dale. They never come up this far, So then all of a sudden, Daryl comes out with his, squirrel or whatever, and then he's like, "That's my deer," and he's like kicking the walker, And then Dale's just like, calm down, son, or whatever. That's not gonna work, And then he's like, what do you know about it, old man, And he makes fun of his hat and that type of thing. So great intro for Daryl. Of course he walks up. He's like, Merle, we got us some squirrel. Let's stew him up. And Rick's just like, I need to talk to you for a second. He's like about Merle, and he's just like, he's like, is he dead? That's the first question really when somebody comes up to you. Seriously. And then they're just kind of like, we're not sure. Yeah, there is or he ain't, And he's like, I'm going to find out type of thing. And then, of course, when he tries to go for Rick, Shane actually chokeholds him. And he's like, chokehold's illegal, which is really cool because in season 80, Rick's like, chokehold's illegal, right? So, and Daryl's like, yes, it is, So, oh man, you gotta love that callback in season 8. And it's referring to what happened here. So, I like when T-Dog, they're explaining the whole story about what happened to Merle, and it sounds so stupid because T-Dog's like, I had the key. I dropped it, and he's like, you couldn't pick it up, so, because it sounds pretty stupid, he's just like, I dropped the key, it's like, well, did you pick it up? Like, seriously, that's the next question, really. So, that was, I don't know, I was off at that, but anyway, so I had the key, I dropped it, you couldn't pick it up, so, yeah, that's kind of funny right there. So, then Rick's like, okay, I'm gonna go back, he looks at Glenn's like, alright, fine, and, I like it, he's like, we're gonna risk 4 men, and then Daryl's like, my day just gets better and better, so, then they leave, everybody thinks it's ridiculous, Lori thinks it's foolish, Shane thinks it's foolish, and it's just, they're Shane and Lori, they're not a fan of Rick leaving. So, they leave, of course, and then you get kind of like the continuation of what's going on at the camp. So, I did like this stuff, though, where basically you've got Ed, who is, Shane and Carl go down to catch frogs. I don't think they catch anything. And then before Lori can come down, so you stay away from him type of thing. And then as Shane is walking back up to camp behind Lori and Carl, he sees what Ed's doing. And I mean, just ridiculous, right? And basically you just get Ed who, at this point, you can't redeem this character. You just can't. You see all the stuff he's doing to Carol. I mean, come on, He even threatens to hit Andrea at one point. Like, it's just, oh, yeah. But anyway, so Shane sees what he's doing. He's not really a big fan of it, neither am I. And of course, as he hits Carol, then Shane drags him to the floor, beats him up, and punches him. I think I counted like 10 times, maybe more. And he just really did not care about anything. He just was focused on beating up Ed. He was taking all of his aggression out from what Lori told him previously. Everything in this episode leads it to him beating up Ed because of what he's doing, I see it as Shane's like, okay, wow, I had Lori, and now she is back with Rick because Rick is alive. Wow, and this one, he has a wife. He actually has a wife, and he doesn't even appreciate the fact that he does have Carol, and I think when he sees that, he's just like, wow, you're so ungrateful type of thing. And that's why he goes after Ed. Also because he was hurting Carol. So I think it's mainly for those two reasons. It's a mix of both of them. So, especially he was a cop too, and seeing somebody do that, I mean, that's just terrible. Yeah. And then you end the episode with the rooftop scene, and you find out that Merle has escaped and that he is gone. So this episode was absolutely amazing. If you guys want to see a review of the 10-inch deluxe bloody version of Negan that is currently on my shelf right there, you guys can, of course, let me know, and I will go ahead and do that. So, yeah, I've got a few 10-inch figures right now. The posters are covering up, but I actually have all 5 10-inch figures in my collection. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching my Season 1 reviews. We got 3 more episodes left. Can't wait to review those as well. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.